India is examining possibilities for access collaboration on Israel's Iron Beam high-energy laser system as part of expanded air defense ties, with an updated security framework expected to facilitate cooperation in more sensitive areas. The Iron Beam is a 100 kilowatt class directed energy weapon developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems. It entered operational service with the Israel Defense Forces towards the end of 2025 and functions as the directed energy complement within Israel's multi-tiered air and missile defense architecture alongside the Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Arrow systems. The system intercepts short-range aerial threats including unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, rockets, artillery shells and mortars by directing a concentrated high-energy laser beam that causes thermal destruction or structural failure at the speed of light. Effective ranges are reported in the order of several kilometers, with the capability to engage multiple targets rapidly when integrated with existing radars and command and control networks. Rafael and Israeli defense statements confirm that each Iron Beam interception costs only a few dollars, primarily the electricity consumed, in contrast to the approximately $50,000 to $1 lakh US required for a single Tamir kinetic interceptor missile used in the Iron Dome. India maintains parallel development in directed energy technologies through the Defense Research and Development Organization. In April 2025, DRDO successfully tested and showcased its 30 kilowatt Mk2A laser-directed energy weapon at the National Open Air Range in Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh. The system demonstrated engagements against aerial targets, including helicopters and drone swarms, achieving effects through high-energy laser beams at the speed of light. This forms one element of the broader Sudarshan Chakra initiative, India's indigenous multi-layered air and missile defense architecture scheduled for phased rollout to protect major cities and critical infrastructure from missile and drone threats by 2035. Sudarshan Chakra incorporates the Barak 8 medium-range and long-range surface-to-air missile systems, which were jointly developed with Israel, together with AI-enabled command and control, advanced sensors, and cyber defense layers. Reports note that collaboration with Israel includes incorporation of technologies comparable to those in the Iron Dome, Arrow and David's Sling families, with the laser capabilities of Iron Beam identified as a specific area for potential integration to address short-range, low-altitude threats. The potential role of Iron Beam within Sudarshan Chakra centers on measurable cost efficiencies in layered air defense operations. Conventional kinetic interceptors such as Barak 8 missiles or Iron Dome Tamir rounds carry per-engagement costs in the tens of thousands of dollars. When adversaries deploy large volumes of inexpensive drones or rockets in saturation attacks, the financial burden of expending these missiles repeatedly becomes substantial, rapidly depleting stockpiles and increasing logistical demands for replenishment. Iron Beam alters this equation by assigning the directed energy layer to precisely these high-volume, lower-value threats where each engagement incurs only electricity costs of $2 to a few dollars per shot. The system operates with an effectively unlimited magazine capacity, constrained solely by power generation and cooling rather than physical munitions inventories. This allows expensive missile systems to be reserved exclusively for higher priority targets such as ballistic or cruise missiles, thereby reducing the overall expenditure required to maintain defensive coverage over extended periods or across wide geographical areas. Operational data from Israel's own deployments and analyses published in defense outlets confirm that this tiered engagement doctrine directly lowers the cost per defended event. For India, which faces extensive border requirements and the need to safeguard densely populated regions, the approach translates to sustained affordability in daily readiness and training cycles. Co-production arrangements consistent with existing India-Israel joint ventures involving Rafael and Indian partners that meet Make in India localization norms would further support cost reduction by enabling domestic manufacturing of laser components or scaled systems. This model has already been applied in the Barak 8 program and recent manufacturing of platforms such as the Drishti 10 UAV in India, allowing for supply chain resilience and incremental upgrades to DRDO's 30 kilowatt baseline. The $8.6 billion arms engagement pipeline approved for India with Israel in 2026, which includes precision-guided systems from Rafael and related platforms, provides the industrial backdrop for advancing laser cooperation under the new defense framework.